Welcome to Throwbacks Throwdowns, our weekly segment where the Technodrome decides what is best, what is worst, who is right, and who is wrong. Now, to be perfectly transparent with all of you, we filmed this segment once before, but we had some technical difficulties, and we've had this discussion already. So we're going to have it again. We might give the same answers, we might give different answers, but regardless of what we say now, we're going to do a little bit longer of a conversation than normal. We're going to do 7 minutes instead of our usual 5 because we had a lot to say last time. So our topic for today is a song from the 80s that we love and a song from the 80s that we hate. Now, I'm going to put 7 minutes on the clock, and we're going to start right now. I'm going to throw it over to Mr. Duff. Give us a song from the 80s that you love.
Well, I'll start it off by a song that just kind of really makes me think of the 80s. The music video, the music itself, it just screams 1980s to me. And that song would be "Aha" by Take on Me. And actually vice versa, "Take on Me" by Aha. But yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, absolute classic. The video is really cool. It's been kind of, the song's made it when it's been made fun of and used in so many other ways. There was, made fun of in Family Guy, which I feel like a lot of things,
That's classic.
you kind of make it when you're in there. And also one of my personal favorites to do as a karaoke song, which I believe both of you may or may not know.
We do.
Yeah. So that's kind of my go-to favorite song. It's an instant classic in my opinion.
And
How about you, Scales?
Great music video.
Oh, absolutely.
Groundbreaking.
Absolutely.
It's awesome, especially at the end when the cartoon is banging against the wall and then the guy comes to life for real.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
For me, I'm going to go to 1981, so way back at the beginning of the 80s. And one of the greatest collaborations.
We weren't even born yet.
Yeah, we weren't even around yet. Weren't even a twinkle in the eye. One of the greatest collaborations in music history, in my opinion, Queen and David Bowie, "Under Pressure." Obviously iconic, maybe the most iconic bass line in music history. Would you agree with that, Cast, or one of the most iconic?
Definitely one of them.
Yeah.
And also because of Vanilla Ice, because
Unfortunately.
introduced, another.
Those songs are completely different, though. Come on, they sound completely different.
Because there's that itty bitty change,
Yeah, tiny bit. Yeah, he lost that battle eventually. But just a great song. Gets me in the feels when I hear it. Just, I don't know why, just an emotional song for me. Just a cool story behind it. David Bowie they were just happened to be in the same studio when Queen was recording that. And David Bowie got himself involved, and apparently him and Freddie Mercury went into the booth at different times, and they didn't know which other one was gonna necessarily sing or harmonize, so they kind of just melded it together at the end. And to me, it came out amazing. One of the greatest songs of all time.
That's why there's those scat vocals on there by Freddie Mercury, because it was just kind of placeholder vocals, and then they kept it because it sounded good.
Yeah.
And nobody can really agree on who wrote the song, who wrote the bass line. People say, most people said it was John Deacon. John Deacon, I think at one point said that he was playing it differently, then he forgot how to play it, and David Bowie remembered and he changed it. So it's a true collaboration, and it's one of those things where it might have been there, it might have not, but it wouldn't have happened if everybody wasn't there together on it. Yeah, it's a great track.
That's my pick. Cast, how about you?
I'm going to go with Cyndi Lauper, "Girls Just Want to Have Fun." I mean, it's one of those songs that I can't help but be happy when I'm listening to it. As soon as I hear that first woo on the organ or whatever, the synth, I just get excited. It's a cool guitar riff. It's got that kind of a gallop to it. There's a lot going on. It's half reggae. It's a very interesting song, and it fits Cyndi Lauper so well because she's a very interesting performer. Amazing voice, huge range. She could do the kind of fun stuff like that and more serious things like True Colors, Time After Time. She's an underrated artist. She's really good. And the video has Captain Lou Albano of wrestling and Super Mario Brothers Super Show fame, of course. Yeah, it's one of those songs that as soon as it comes on, I'm just like, yeah, and I get really excited. A little kid,
Really excited.
really, really excited. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go in reverse order here. Are you gonna do it to us, Scales? Give us a song that you tread lightly.
I can't hide it from the fans, even though it's in the lost episode. I'm going to go back to it and make you guys angry again.
Son of a gun.
So I would say one of the most
me.
overrated songs of the 80s. I don't necessarily hate it. Hate is a strong word, but I would say I dislike it. And that is Kokomo by the Beach Boys.
Oh, that's good enough. What's the song that you hate?
All right, we'll let him explain. We'll let him explain. It's only fair, I guess.
Now, I'm a huge Beach Boys fan. I grew up on oldies. My parents listened to that, so I grew up just like you guys probably too. I love oldies music, love the Beach Boys. But for some reason, that song it never stuck with me. It's to me, it's campy. It's like kind of corny. I don't know. I just never got into it. It's not my thing. And come to find out, I didn't know this probably until recent time, was that Brian Wilson, he wasn't involved in that song. And there's, I guess, disputed, like he says he didn't know about when they were recording it. They said he did know. So that's like a whole nother story behind maybe why I don't like it that much, is because Brian Wilson wasn't involved in that song. But that's my pick.
Well, I couldn't agree with you less. I think that its campiness is its charm.
I agree.
Yeah, and it's not classic Beach Boys, but it's not their classic sound, but I love it. I know Duff loves it too.
Absolutely. All Beach Boys, basically.
As a heads up, we have 50 seconds. Duff, song you hate.
Phil Collins. He has really produced a lot of great music, but this one's got to take the cake right here. Studio? What is it? Who is it? What's it about? What are you doing here? I mean, it's a catchy little tune, but it just almost angers me when I'm just like listening to it. I'm like, what the hell is a studio? Come on, Phil, you're better than that.
Agree.
How about you,
Totally
Cass?
agree. I think Susudio's got good production.
Yeah.
But the song itself is just lame. Like, do better, Phil. Come on. You've done better. You've done worse too. I hate Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi. Every time that song comes on, I get very aggravated. If I never heard Bon Jovi again, I'd probably be pretty happy. Not even that bad songs, just so tired of hearing this stuff. And I hate those songs. The time's up, but I'm not done.
We're only halfway there.
Any of those songs that gets the whole bar going and they're like, yeah, it's my anthem. Like, get a grip. Like,
horrible.
Come on. Yeah. I like songs that speak to people and speak to people university, but if you're at a bar and you're getting really excited and this song is like, defining your life, do better.
Basically almost every Journey song when you're in the bar too.
Oh, can't stand Journey. So many great songs that I wish I would never hear ever again. They're just like, it's like an earwig.
All right.
But anyway. Okay, well, that is it for our segment this week. We want you to follow us on social media at Throwbacks. I don't even know our own social media anymore. It's going to be
Throwbacks Technodrome Pod.
And send us an email, like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what topics you'd like to hear us cover in the future.
Snail mail if you want.
Snail mail, yeah, you could send it. We're not giving you our addresses, so yeah, write something on a snail shell, and hopefully we see it walking by. I'm like, that's a great idea. But have a good night, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Later.